Hey guys, Eagles here with Eagles Saws Designs this time around, and I'm making a video on this channel. The channel which I said I would post on frequently, but really haven't. So this is working on a request on this one, but I felt like making another tutorial in any case, and this presented the perfect opportunity. What we're using today, what you've got in front of you, is Gimp Shop. This is a free open source piece of software, similar to Photoshop in a lot of ways. Very good piece of software. It's very comparable to Photoshop in a lot of ways, as I said, but it's free, so anyone can get it, even if you don't have a lot of money. And I think personally that in the majority of ways, this is kind of a very similar piece of software to Photoshop. It has all the power of Photoshop. It has all your blurs and whatnot. So let's go ahead and get into this tutorial. This is a more complex thing of the thing that was requested, but let's go with it anyway. What you've got in front of you is a Battlefield 3 soldier with a background. Now, I do this a lot for my own backgrounds. When I'm designing backgrounds, I get an image like this, and I need to cut out the soldier, get rid of the background, and make an image like this in the end result. So it has a transparent background as a PNG. I can then import this into my backgrounds and stuff. I do a lot of cutting out work pre-background production when I'm not doing a lot of graphics, that kind of thing. Very useful thing that I know how to do. So let's go back to this image here. I did show you my trick there. Did you spot it? I wonder. So what you want to do is, if you're not like this already, by default Gimp will be in it will not be in single window mode. So it will look like this basically, which is rubbish. What you want to go to is go to Windows and single window mode. It's a lot better basically, and go to your image, your original image. Let's just move that over there. No, okay, fine, don't do it for me. What you want to do is go over to your toolbox here and get your paths tool. It looks like this, with a pen with a white bit of ink coming out of it, with a node, which is the thing with dots on the side of it. And basically you want to get onto your plane and you want to create a node off the image in this case. But also you can just start it on the gun itself. And you just want to click at points where the direction of the path that you want to draw. You want to draw a path all the way around your object, whatever it is that you want to cut out from a background. So you want to draw a path like this. So you want to basically create a point every time the direction of that path, that theoretical path at this stage, changes. So you're going to go all the way around, and basically what you'll get eventually is you'll get a path all the way around the image. And the way that you will do it is let's go down through this way for quickness. You'll come over here and you'll just click out, so you'll probably come around this point in the gun. You'll click off the area and go make selection from path, and that will automatically create a straight line to select all this image. Obviously this is kind of irrelevant because I haven't selected the whole thing, but here's what I did earlier in a typical British Blue Peter fashion. I've already done it, so don't worry about that. So what I've got is I've got a path here. I know it looks red. Ignore the fact it's red. It's just the way this software shows paths after they've been created and finalized. And you want to, if you're using the pen tool, as I mentioned, you go down here to your tool options, selection from path is the one you want to click. So that will create a selection from the path that you've drawn. If you don't get the tool options, by the way, it's a dockable dialog. So if you have another dialog here, you don't have anything at all, you can get rid of the dialog completely. Go to Windows, Dockable Dialogs, Tool Options. That will come over here or wherever it comes, and you just want to click and drag this icon here and just drop it in that area, and there you go, you got it. So what you want to do is you want to, in my case, go to Path to Selection. You can go Selection from Path over here, as I mentioned, and you want to go to your layer, right click the layer and go Add Alpha Channel. Now, what you got is you got a selection all the way around your guy as opposed to around the background itself. So obviously what you want to do in this case is go Select and Invert, and then Delete, and then you've got the majority of the work done already. Control-Shift-A to deselect that. Let's get rid of the path. So I'm clicking the eye to make it unseen. You can do it with layers and stuff, make them unseen. And what I want to do is I just want to zoom in on this little bit here, because as you can already tell, there's a little bit of it in the gaps that hasn't quite been done yet. Done one. trash that path so I don't get muddled or whatever, and quickly just make another path around this one, like so. I guess the professionals among you would probably be using a graphics tablet for this. I'm not doing this because I want to do this the way that you guys will probably end up doing it. So there you go, done. Control Shift A, and then you can delete that path. Don't hit delete, hit that icon there, because otherwise it deletes your entire layer by default. So once you've got your layer here, you'll have deleted all the backgrounds of the image. What you want to do is you want to right click your layer and go Alpha to Selection. You need to make sure that you have added the alpha channel by right clicking, going add alpha channel before you start deleting things, otherwise this step in particular won't work. So you want to go to Select, Invert, then Select Feather, and you want to feather the selection by 0.5 pixels or so. In this case it will vary. Hit OK and then hit delete, and then Control Shift A, and that will soften up your edges a bit and make the image a bit more presentable. Once that's done, you want to go File, and unlike in Photoshop, you've got to go File, Export to save it as a image file that can be imported into other programs. And you want to click a PNG, Portable Network Graphic, for this particular image. Let's go for cutout tutorial test.png, and I've got a folder already set up, and you just want to hit export and export. Now once that's done, what you've got is an image that looks like this. Basically it's cut out, it looks good, and that's it guys, pretty much. It's easy as that. You can do this with any image you want. You just get the pencil and you just make a path all the way around the outside of your image, and whatever you want to get cut out, and then make a selection for that path, invert it, and then delete the background, delete any further areas of background you need to delete, and then feather the edges if you want to. It's not a necessary step, you don't have to do it. If you don't feather the edges, you get something like this, which is pretty much the same. You just get harder edges that can sometimes have traces of the background in it, so if you blow up an image or whatever, it can sometimes show up, in my experience. But that's pretty much it guys. Until next time guys, take care, and I hope you find this extremely useful. Take care.